Hi, this is Jaya. Now we shall see the summary of Break, Break, Break by Tennyson. This poem was actually written in 1834 after Tennyson's best friend, author Henry Hallam, died. And Tennyson in this poem expresses his sorrow on how much he misses his friend. And this is a poem which has both internal and external conflicts. The poet actually compares the outer world where everything is lively, where everyone is able to express what they want, and also he says about the inner world in which he is caught because he is not able to express his pain and loss, but the memories are there within him. It is a very short poem, but he has beautifully expressed his feelings in that. Come, let's go to the poem. He starts a poem like this: Break, break, break. On thy cold grey stones, O sea, and I would that my tongue could utter the thoughts that arise in me. So now we know that he is speaking to the sea. And when he says break, 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 we should imagine that he is trying to rhyme with the waves which come from the sea and touch the ground. And actually, when these waves are coming, they are also carrying certain stones, small, small stones, which they had initially taken away from the land. And when they're coming back to the land, they come and throw the stones there. So the noise is heard by the poet, and he is thinking that the sea itself is expressing its joy, whereas he is in sadness but he is not able to express it. So he is saying, and I would that my tongue could utter, I only hope that I am able to say the thoughts that arise in me, that is whatever feelings I am undergoing. I am not able to do it, but you, the sea, you are able to tell your feelings through the stones which you throw when you come back to the land as a wave. It is a very beautiful expression, and when he says break, break, break three times, we should think that it is the rhythm of the waves which are coming and banging on the land. Then he sees around him and he says, "Oh, well, for the fisherman's boy, that he shouts with his sister at play. Oh, well, for the sailor lad, that he sings in his boat on the bay." So he looks around him, and there he sees a fisherman's boy shouting and playing with his sister. At the same time, he sees a boat in the bay, that is in the sea, and there he sees a sailor alone, just like him. But the sailor is singing in the boat, he is very happy. So the poet is also alone because he has lost his friend and there is no other company along with him. And the sailor who is in the boat is also alone. But the only difference is the poet is sad and the other people are very happy. The fisherman's boy is happily playing with his sister and he is shouting out in his joy. And in the same way, the sailor who is in the boat is also expressing his joy, whereas the poet is very sad. And at the same time, he gives another comparison saying that they are able to express their feeling, whether it is joy or whatever it is, but at the same time I am not able to express my sadness, my grief. So beautifully is expressed the comparative feeling here. Then in the third stanza he says, and the stately ships go on to the haven under the hill, but oh, for the touch of a vanished hand and the sound of a voice that is still. And now he is saying, look at the ships. They also have the destination they are going, but only thing is the ships will keep on going. Just because they reach the destination does not mean that there will not be any movement, that is, there will not be any motion hereafter. Again they will travel, again they will go to another destination. But oh, for the touch of a vanished hand. But thing is, the hand which is vanished from the earth, and the sound of a voice, and the sound which has also vanished. Here he mentions the friend's death again, that is still. He is saying, hereafter I will not be able to see the person, I will not be able to touch the hand of the person who has vanished, and I will not be able to hear the sound of the voice that is still, that is gone. I cannot hear my friend anymore, I cannot touch or feel my friend anymore. Whereas even a ship has the opportunity to reach its destination and at the same time again to continue its destination from there and go somewhere else. So here he beautifully explains how human life is limited. Your limit is only till your death. After that, nothing. So here he expresses his, he says slowly, though in the first stanza he says, I am not able to express my grief. Here he is bringing out in a very philosophical way his feelings. In the last stanza he says again, break, break, break. So again it is about the rhythm of the waves. At the foot of thy crags, O sea, but the tender grace of a day that is dead will never come back to me. So here he says, you wave, you have the chance to go back again and again come back to the land. You will go back again, you will retrieve and again come back to the land. You will come back to the same place at the foot of thy crags, O sea. So same place you will come back. But the tender grace of a day that is dead will never come back to me. But at the same time, I don't have the opportunity to go back to my past and come back again. How nice it will be if I am able to go back to the past where I had my friend along with me and then come back to the present and again go back and again come back. How nice it would have been, but I don't have that opportunity. So here he expresses his hopelessness where he will never be able to see his friend again, and he tells about how the sea is able to have the same oceans again and again without being tireless or without any end. And thus he ends the poem. It's a very short poem. I hope you have enjoyed the poem. Please like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. Thank you.